Inside our Earth, Part 2, Rocks and Minerals. The Earth's crust is made up of various types of rocks and minerals. Rock. Any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the Earth's crust is called a rock. The different types of rocks may vary in color, size and texture. Types of rocks. There are three major types of rocks. They are igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. Word origin. Igneous. The Latin word ignis meaning fire. Sedimentary. It is also a Latin word sedimentum. It means settle down. Metamorphic is a Greek word metamorphos. It means change of form. Igneous rock. Igneous, it's a Latin word. Igneous means fire. So these igneous rocks are formed when the molten magma, molten rock present in the Earth's crust, cools and becomes solid. So that the rocks are formed. That rocks are called igneous rocks. And these igneous rocks are also known as primary rocks. Types of igneous rocks. There are two types of igneous rocks. They are intrusive igneous rocks, extrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive igneous rocks. An intrusive igneous rock is formed when the molten magma cools down deep inside the Earth's crust. For example, granite. Since they cool down slowly, they form large grains, granite. Grinding stones used to prepare paste or powder of spices and grinds or made of granite. Extrusive igneous rock. An extrusive igneous rock is formed from molten magma coming from the interior of the Earth on its surface. Rapidly cools down and becomes solid. They have a very fine granite structure. For example, basalt. Deccan Plateau is an example of a basalt rock. Look at this picture. Extrusive igneous rocks cool quickly and as a result, these rocks are fine-grained or has a lack of crystal growth. Intrusive igneous rocks are formed from magma that cools slowly and as a result, these rocks are coarse-grained. Sediments and sedimentary rocks. The transported and deposited small fragmented rocks by wind, water, etc. to form sediments. These loose sediments are compressed and hardened to form layers of rocks, which are called sedimentary rocks. These rocks contain fossils of dead plants and animals and other microorganisms. For example, sandstone is made from grains of sand. Metamorphic rocks. These rocks are formed due to great heat and pressure over igneous and sedimentary rocks. Igneous and sedimentary rocks can change into metamorphic rocks under great heat and pressure. For example, clay changes into slate and limestone changes into marble. Uses of rocks. Rocks are very useful to us. The hard rocks are used for making roads, houses and buildings. Stones are used in many games. Rocks are used in making monuments. For example, Red Fort and Taj Mahal. The Red Fort is made up of red sandstone. Taj Mahal is made of white marble. Rock cycle. What is meant by rock cycle? The process of transformation of the rock from one to another under certain conditions in a cyclic manner. That is known as the rock cycle. One type of rock changes into another type under certain conditions in a cyclic manner. This process of transformation of the rock from one to another is called rock cycle. Process of rock cycle. When molten magma cools, it solidifies to become igneous rock. When igneous rocks are broken down into small particles that are transported and deposited to form sedimentary rocks. When the igneous and sedimentary rocks are subjected to heat and pressure, they change into metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks, which are still under great heat and pressure, melt down to form molten magma. So this molten magma again can cool down and solidify into igneous rock. Petrology, the science which studies rocks and its formation, is called petrology. A person who studies about the rocks, its structure, texture and distribution is called petrologist. Minerals. Rocks are made up of different minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring substances with certain physical properties and definite chemical composition. So these are used in industries like iron, aluminium, gold, uranium, etc. in medicine and in fertilizers and as fuels like coal, natural gas and petroleum. That's all for rocks and minerals. Thank you.